Oh, wow.
Big names, big songs, big guests, big prizes.
Well, it's a big show.
The Big Show.
Put your hands together for the one and only
Glenn, Angel, FD, and Sean.
That's what I'm talking about.
1FM 91.3. Good times, greatest hits.
TGIF! Fridays are already fantastic, but it's even more fantastic because it's Makansutra Friday with the one and only, the legend himself, KF Sito!
Good morning, all my fellow sinners, diners, and lovers. Friday already, huh?
Yeah,
Two
man.
days ago, it was only 2 days ago I spoke to you guys, right? Which means time is passing very fast and COVID will be out of your life.
Yes!
Out of your life.
Amen
Very
to that.
soon, man. Very soon.
Hey, Sito, where are you at today? Once again, it looks like Wampo Hawker Center.
All hawker centers look like Wampo. You guys guess any brainiacs there? No?
Waiting selamat pagi.
Wow, this is tough. Ubi?
Bedok.
No.
Pasir Ris.
No, not even in the same zone.
Bedok?
No.
He said not the east, I mean.
Oh, not the east.
Clementi. I'm
This
just
place,
winging it.
Clementi. No.
We're waiting for people
Okay,
to
this
comment on
place-
our Facebook.
Oh, I know. Yishun.
You can get roast duck now at 8 a.m. in the morning.
But everywhere you can get roast duck.
Not at this time.
Okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
we're on the radio right now. So,
Telok Blangah.
Sito.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us right now, where are you at? We'll stop guessing right now because
Yeah.
we know you've got a
Sean.
guess this morning as well. So,
Sean already answered.
Telok Blangah.
Everybody on our Facebook page is saying Telok Blangah. Telok
How do
Blangah
they
Heights.
know,
I don't know. It was amazing.
Wow.
Hello, never underestimate the intelligence of the masses. They are cleverer than us.
Wow, look at
course.
that line. What are they lining up for? Okay, so
Okay.
you're at Telok Blangah Heights, and what are you featuring today for food?
Don't know, man. I want to come here and,
oh my God.
You know as much as we do, which is absolutely nothing.
Well produced show we have.
This is live, man. This is absolutely live. Like we say this time and time again, right? It's like we're the only show that goes live, and you know why now? Just by listening to the show. Okay. Yes. So we have no idea what Sito is up to today as well. So
No.
okay. So we've established that Sito is at Telok Blangah Hawker Center. I don't even know whether it's called a hawker center, food center.
block 79.
Block
Okay.
79.
Hello.
We have
Yes,
people
yes.
on our Facebook saying prawn mee, wonton mee.
The prawn mee was the earlier queue you saw, and my guest down here says because it's cheap.
Okay.
Oh, because
Oh,
it's
okay.
cheap. Okay.
And who is your guest today, Sito?
My guest today is
Logging in.
Logging in. There he is.
Oh.
Oh, okay. It's another Sito. Benny Sito.
Benny Sito.
Can hear now.
Can hear us?
Okay, we're going to be talking to Benny Sito and KF Sito live on the Big Show TV. Where we play a song right now from Mike and the Mechanics. Here's All I Need Is a Miracle on 1FM 91.3.
Okay, back.
Sito, your microphone needs to be higher. Can't hear you.
Closer to your mouth.
Where's my microphone?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's disappeared.
Already. Oh, okay. Oh, there you are. Can you
Oh,
hear me?
there you are. Okay.
Yeah, it's much better.
Okay.
Much better.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow, icha kueh as well. Ooh, yum.
Yeah, I gotta do the morning ritual, right?
Your microphone again. Your mic again.
Okay, here we go.
Much better.
Yes.
Okay.
Better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, cool. So we are on
Hi, good
Facebook
morning.
Live right now on the 1FM 91.3 Facebook page. All right, go ahead, Sito.
Wow, hey, Benny. Enjoy now. Hey.
You feed him.
Can you see me in the back, huh?
Yes, we
Can.
can. Coffee and icha kueh. I've never tried that dipping.
Oh, you're kidding me.
No.
Angel have
No.
Hey,
Angel.
No.
Angel.
Oh, it's a thing, is it?
Pretending to be Gen Y, is it?
No.
You put that specs and then say, I don't know, I'm only 24. I've never done this before.
Clearly, I'm
Sito,
24.
I used to be the worst one, on the show, but now I'm not. When it comes to these sort of things, the real
Swaku.
yeah, okay,
Oh,
yeah. The real
what?
Swaku is Angel.
No, nonsense.
There's a competition going on, I tell you. So anyway, we'll see the results as we go along. But back to Mr. Benny Sito.
Good morning, Benny.
Yeah. Good morning.
Morning, Benny.
So
He's
I've
muted.
known him for. Hey, you're muted, Hang on. Got it.
Okay, can you hear me now?
there you
Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
So, I've known Benny for many years now. We even went back to China, to our Sito village. Benny, has the same surname. We went back there a few years ago to this village in China called this city called Taiping or Hoi Ping, and the Sitos come especially from this small little town called Tekham. So we went there to visit. We visited the Sito Association. Then they brought me back to where they believe my late father came from. And then Benny had connected to some of his distant cousins that he's not seen for years. And it was such a nice trip. But all I remember down there was the roast goose. Remember that one, Benny?
Definitely.
What was it like? Can you tell us the roast goose? I really got to go back there.
Okay, we were in a little restaurant where you can see a lot of goose swimming on the pond. And then we choose our goose. So they were roasted for us. And then we sit down and wait. And then that was one of the best roast goose I ever had.
I mean, it's quite cruel. I mean, they swim around and when you point at that goose, hey, that's the finger of God, like the Maradona hand of God, And then you have to say a prayer, thank you very much, blah, blah. But I tell you, it is unbeatable. I mean, that goose, and then they had that bamboo noodles and all that thing. Oh, it was just gorgeous, man. We really loved the place. The people there took very good care of us, and we are inducted into the World Sito Association Club already.
Nice.
I love
Benny,
goose, man. We can't get it here in Singapore.
cannot get it. Yeah, it's a little less gamey than duck, and it is awesome. I don't know why. That's another story. So, Benny, as many of you all know, is Singapore's most famous former drug addict. He was incarcerated years ago, and then when he came out, the guy just bought a chef uniform, put the name Benny Sito, and then here he puts the word executive chef, and suddenly he was a chef. This is called This is what we call just whack, just whack.
And the word
And he has
executive, I spell wrongly.
Oh dear.
How did you spell it?
I think I spell without U.
Without the
So
U.
someone corrected me. So from that is the start of my culinary journey till today.
Wow.
So
How
it
long
was,
ago was that?
That was in 2005, and the business failed badly. So in 2006, I went to London and worked in the kitchen with Jamie Oliver, and then that's where I started my Western cuisine 18 chefs in Singapore.
Wow. What a story, man. My goodness, working with
And,
Jamie Oliver. How was he?
Okay, working in his kitchen, the 15, if you ever heard of that restaurant, where you need to take a couple of months reservation for you to dine in. I actually did not exactly work under him because it's very, very busy. He travel around the world. So I work in his kitchen together with all the naughty boys and all the professional chefs. So I got my training there in 2006. Mind you, I started this apprenticeship when I was 46 years old.
Wow, 46.
So working with all the young people, 16, 17, and I'm the 46 years old trainee, washing plate, cutting vegetables and and picking up the freshest produce, the seafood and things like that. That's how it started.
Hey, life begins in your 40s, you know. I started the World Street Food Congress in my 40s, you know. I started Makansutra when I was like 40, you know.
Yeah.
We are still around today, so life is good, man. Never age. It's just a number, lah. It's so true, isn't it?
For sure. Benny, correct me if I'm wrong, you have 12, 18 chef outlets now?
12, I have 12 restaurants in Singapore.
Wow.
2 of them are steakhouses, which is called the Meat House. And then in 2019, I started 18 Chef in Vancouver. And then when I came back 2020, and then the pandemic came, and then we are still running, operating there in Vancouver. So
Okay.
total I have 13 restaurants.
Congratulations.
Yeah, man.
International
Great
business.
job.
Well done. Well done.
Singapore.
So in short, what he's trying to say that since the endemic, we're all suffering. But what to do? It is what it is.
Okay, we're on Facebook now, are we?
Yes.
Yes, we're on
Are you
Facebook.
going to be walking around,
For
Sito?
1 more minute.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, don't walk around.
Oh, 1
No,
minute.
no.
Sit down.
No, don't walk around now. No. It's just the reverse, okay? So what we did just now, actually, by right, we should have done
On air.
on the radio. So
Yeah.
so you guys just
You'll
carry on.
never say-
Just sit down, okay? We are going to ask you just a few questions based on what we asked you earlier on. Very interesting. Sito, you introduce Benny again later, and then
Okay.
Benny, just give us a short introduction of what you mentioned early on. Sito, you do
Okay,
exactly the
okay.
same thing. Like he was an ex,
Okay.
Drug addict.
yeah,
Sito, just your
Okay.
mic, bring closer
Okay.
to your mouth, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, stand by. And the kid also.
Where is that kid?
A kid or a chicken?
So Sito, this one we'll talk for about 1.5 minutes. You just gauge, and then after that we'll move on. I will introduce the
Oh.
song again. So on air is quite short, 1-2 minutes.
So-
Here we go.
Same. Yeah, here we go. Go West with Faithful right here on The Big Show and The Big Show TV. We're just talking to Sito and his special guest, Sito. Sito this morning on The Big Show and The Big Show TV. For the people who are listening in exclusively on the radio right now, Sito, take it away. Introduce Benny to us right now.
Good morning, man. Benny, Sito, and I, we're same. He's my brother from another mother, lah. So we are thinking, since he's also in the F&B industry, we should set up a company, F&B consultancy company called Sito and Sito. And anyway, Benny is arguably Singapore's most famous drug addict, ex-drug addict who made good. He had a unfortunate childhood, and then he was incarcerated, and then he came out, and then he just let it rip. He just said, "I'm gonna be a chef," and all he did was, like all chefs do, they buy this chef uniform, and then they put the word Benny Sito on the sleeve, and then on the lapels here they put executive chef, and overnight Benny became a chef. Correct, Benny?
Oh, yes. Even the word executive I spelled wrongly at that time.
No.
So someone got to correct me.
Yeah, because he spelled it EX without the E, right? So the EX, I think they were often spelling the word ex-con, so X.
But Benny, my question to you is, did you have any training previously? Before you decided, to put on the chef's uniform and call yourself an executive chef. Could you already cook? Did you have basic skills?
The only professional cooking experience I have is inside the prison. I cook for the superintendent and his guests and all the wardens. I guess I have that little gift from God that once I taste something, I can really cook it,
Right.
really replicate it. So I got the opportunity in 2006, did an internship at Jamie Oliver restaurant, the 15 in London. And then at that time I was 46, working with a bunch of naughty boys, 16, 17 years old, roughing out in the kitchen, washing plates, cutting vegetables, picking up seafood, and start to do some simple pasta. And that's where, at that time I was 46, so just imagine, So that's the only experience I had before I came back to Singapore and start my culinary journey.
FD?
Benny, correct me if I'm wrong. Your 18 chefs is also, or was originally also, a place that hired people very much like yourself, people who had been incarcerated.
Yes, totally. That was in the start. I was thinking I really want to do something that I want to impact lives of ex-offenders. So I opened a restaurant in the first outlet in Simei. I got one or two to help me, and then I don't know that it will grow until so big after all these years. And right now I have 12 restaurants in Singapore and one in Canada.
Wow.
Nicely done. Wow.
It's never smooth, of course. If you want to persevere, you gotta persevere. He's been through a lot of ups and downs. First time I met him, I interviewed him at his 18 chef restaurant in Simei. First thing I asked was, what do you all eat in prison? Will you be curious?
Yes, I
He
am.
told me how they had mee rebus and the prison does not supply mee rebus.
Oh.
Benny, you should tell them the story how you make mee rebus.
Okay, I tell
Yeah.
you, what, Benny, tell us that story on the Big Show TV. Okay, in the meantime, here's Michael Jackson with Billie Jean on the Big Show, 1FM 91.3. Okay, you made mee rebus for the people in there.
Okay, it's actually for the cell I'm in before other inmates. So it's illegal cooking. It's illegal cooking, and if you are caught, you will be charged for arson. That means caning.
Wow.
So it's the mischiefs that keeping going. Like, every day we find some mischief to do. So each prisoner will have a chamber pots. You know, the sai tang.
Yeah.
So we will use it inside the cell. But one of the sai tang we cannot use every day. We have to polish. And we have to wash and clean.
Oh,
that
dear.
is where we do our illegal cooking.
Oh,
So,
right.
accidentally, I came out with a recipe of laksa, not mee rebus, laksa. Every Saturday we will have our ration of noodles. So we keep the noodle aside. So
Black and white.
and every Friday we will get our salaries as in canned food.
Yeah.
So accidentally I mixed the prawn in spice, the canned food, and mixed with milk. It became a laksa gravy.
Oh, wow.
You try, and then we boil in a chamber pot. 4 of us share, and the noodles, which we kept, and then we put inside with laksa already.
Amazing.
So that's how
Amazing.
we, yes.
Benny, can I ask you, what's your favorite dish to cook now?
Favorite dish to cook now?
Carrot cake.
Although I am running a Western joint, but I still much prefer Chinese cooking.
Okay.
Okay,
can go back
where
to
Sito is
Carrot
now
cake.
buying some carrot cake. Yeah.
This is the most famous, one of the most famous stalls down here. You go online and their name will come out. So it's very famous. It's always a queue. Today, this queue is considered short.
Oh wow.
The other day, a few days back, the queue went all the way down to the edge of the hawker center.
Wow.
Yeah, husband and wife team, very popular.
Oh,
White,
wow.
white carrot cake and
White and black.
And black, yeah. That's Michael Jackson. Right there.
All right. Because
Who we
it's
playing?
black, it's white, it's black, it's white.
Wow,
Yeah,
that looks
lovely,
like an
isn't it?
amazing
So-
plate.
Yeah. And I also asking Benny, how's the life down there? So I think back in the 80s in Changi Hilton, life was very different. And I've always wondered, if you go in, what you're gonna eat, what the exercise you're gonna do, how many sit-ups you got to do, and then what are your neighbors like? And when you bathe, do you like what they always say, never bend over to pick up your soap, right?
Yeah.
No, correct, Benny, correct not?
Oh yeah, I gotta unmute him. Oh, he's unmuted. Okay, go.
So I've got carrot cake here. Come, Benny, let me give you a bit.
Yes.
Bring a plate here.
Because that is one big plate of carrot cake, man.
Isn't it?
I have got to say
Yeah.
that
Mike
looks
again,
really good. The idea of black and white on the same plate
You've never had
Yeah.
it? Come on,
No.
FD.
No, I've
Come
never
on.
had it.
Sito, your mic.
I mean, I would have expected that from Angel, but not you.
Oh, gee, thanks.
I've had black and white, but I've never had them together.
Must have them
They-
together.
Most hawkers will not sell you black and white because they either do all black and all white first. But hers,
Yeah.
I think she has a way of dividing that big tia or that big pan, and she does black on one side and she do white on one side. A lot of people do the combo here, and then and I'm talking too much already.
Yeah,
Your turn
what's
to
the
talk, I want to eat
verdict?
already.
Because the black will be sweet, the white a bit
So
more
I ask
savory.
you first.
Yeah.
Firstly, I want to ask the viewers, black or white?
Okay.
What's your preference? And
Okay.
when you have black and white, which one first? Trick question.
Always black first.
And why? And why? And
Okay.
why?
And what? Yeah.
Because once you have
What,
the black,
what do you you
I
go
would
for
say
black
go
first,
with the white first.
Why?
Because it's got less, it misses out on that sweet soy sauce, so you won't be sort of like tarnishing your palate by trying it first.
Okay, don't. I say black first. Black because
Why?
to wake up the mouth first, because it's a lot stronger, the chai dao kueh, the black one. It's sweet and richer. And then after that you have the savory. That's what I like.
Sean?
Benny.
Benny, I would like the white first.
Okay.
You know, because
I'm
Why?
with Benny.
neutral, and then the black one is very strong. You can actually eat the chao ta on the surface of the karaoke.
FD.
That's my choice.
I tend to eat more white than black, so if I had it both on my plate, I would start with the white.
Okay.
Okay.
Sean?
Okay.
I will go white first because once you go black, you never turn back.
Hey, so I'm the only one black first.
Answer, man.
Mic drop.
Answer, man.
I'm the only outcast.
Yeah, the only one that went white.
I
black first.
I will go for white first because when you switch over to black, it's so heavy. You
Yeah.
can't go back to the white anymore.
Yeah.
When you go black, there's no turning back. The flavor is so
The flavor is
strong
too
and
heavy.
intense.
Then
yeah.
what
After you build up, it's like why dessert is always served last. Right?
Then why am I like that, Sito?
Who knows
Do
why
you
you're
really
like
want
anything?
us to say?
Yeah, do you really want an answer or you're just asking for fun?
Okay. It's okay. I still feel special then.
Yeah, special is good. Special
Well,
is
we've got a lot of viewers on our Facebook saying black.
Oh.
Yeah.
Black,
They
yeah.
like black. Huh?
They like black. A lot of them
So,
saying it's their
yeah.
favorite carrot cake stall.
Yes, a lot are saying that it is an amazing carrot cake store.
Jarek on our Facebook page says, I eat the black first in case the white not nice.
Yay!
Glenn, this is your Jarek. This is your Jarek
It's
C. Yeah.
Sito's
Oh,
Jarek too. Hey,
Yeah.
morning,
our
Jarek.
Jarek.
Yeah.
Okay. Either, but yeah. Okay. Don't blame him. My favorite carrot cake actually is a store. I'll go there one of these days. It's a store in Bukit Merah. Fu Ming Sushi or something like that. I've been eating them for 20 over years already. Wow, I tell you, I've seen them make from scratch. They put flour, they put flavoring into a drum, literally like an all drum, stainless steel all drum. And then he's got this mixer, blend everything. And then he spoons out into trays and trays and trays, and they steam it. I like it because it's very roasty, and then the inside is very soft. It's like my classic style, wobbly, and it's crispy and roasty and edgy. I mean, crispy at the edges. It is so good. I will show you. I'll show them to you one of these days.
Yeah.
There's a stupid chicken down here.
Yeah, there is. It's the cockerel.
Someone
What
just
is
slaughter
this?
that cockerel right
I
now.
think it's Rocky the cockerel.
Because you know what? I think the Hainanese chicken rice not open yet.
Oh no!
He's crying for his
The fried chicken,
friends.
we go quiet.
Yes. Cut the head off and boil the fella.
Let it run wild. So mean.
Yeah, lor.
And then I want to eat the kueh ka, so chicken feet.
So, hey, Benny,
1 minute.
you know a nice part of his life was taken away, and he was living in Changi Hilton, and now he comes out, fella now onto his second childhood fella buy little man toys. He just recently bought a Harley, just to ride to
Wow.
Nice.
hawker
Well done.
center and eat, right?
Nice.
Hey,
Benny.
Sito, we're going on the radio in just a while. You mentioned that, and then also describe the chai dao kueh, the black and white. And then that's just for the radio part, okay?
Okay.
Radio.
Okay, stand by, huh?
Then just remember your mic closer to your mouth.
Yeah. Okay,
And
so
FD.
just those two things, Benny and his man toys, and then just describe
Okay,
the
live.
Chai Tao Kueh. Stand by.
Stand by, FD1
Benny,
traffic
tell us about your
first.
toys.
In 3,
Stand by.
2.
OneFM 91.3 traffic.
Here we go. The PIE towards Tuas, an accident before Jalan Bahar. PIE towards Tuas, a vehicle broken down after Thompson Road exit, avoid lane 3. The PIE towards Changi, a vehicle broken down after the BKE, avoid lane 3. And on the PIE towards Changi, a vehicle broken down before Upper Bukit Timah Road, avoid lane 5. Everything seems to be happening on the PIE this morning, so expect delays. Please be patient, stay within the speed limit, have everyone buckled up, drive safely today.
Good morning and welcome back to The Big Show. It is Makansutra Friday with the one, the only KF Sito. And these days, Sito always has a special guest with him. And this week, he is none other than Benny Sito. Good morning, gentlemen.
Benny, can you hear or not?
He's
Talk, no, hello.
It's okay. Sito, so you are at Telok Blangah. You are at Telok Blangah Food Centre.
Block 79.
Block
Telok
79.
Blangah Crescent, I think. Block 79.
Drive.
And I'm with
It's
Benny
Telok
here.
Blangah Drive.
Telok Blangah Drive. Benny used to grow up here, and he tells me he has horrible memories of this place. Benny, what's the horrible memory?
Oh, okay. I guess I stay here for 5 years, this vicinity. Then after that, I move out. That was the start of my F&B journey. The starting part was very, very difficult, very tough. And then, and I've gone through a lot of depressive times around when I started the business. And there's one time at one of my block leads, you know, I was going through some depression already. And then when I was taking a lift up to my place at 9th floor, and then I'm all alone in the lift, and I saw something on the floor. I picked up a straw of heroin this long.
What?
Oh
A
no.
straw of heroin.
I guess that's the best time I will be just tempted to just give in. You know, everything was not doing well. My business was very bad when I started. And then the thoughts came to me, you know, I do not have urine test. You know, if I just take the straw and cut and chase the dragon, who knows? Nobody knows. You know, so that was when I was reaching on the 5th floor. So as the lift opened on the 9th floor, so that's the decision I have to make. So without second thought, I actually threw the whole straw of heroin down stairs. And then it was actually a MRT construction site. If later I want to change my mind, go down and pick, also cannot. You know, I think that is the biggest decision that I've made. And after that incident, things began to come in slowly and be better.
Right.
So
Nice.
I always describe this hawker center, which is I patronize. During one part of my life, it was very dark, you know, very dark. And then from that on, slowly my business will pick up, and then we grew the business.
Right.
Then.
But that's not very common. I mean, finding straws filled with heroin, you know,
It's
in
been
Singapore
long.
right now.
Back in the day.
Yes, even now when you want to buy a straw so short, so hard to find. And then it was down on the field, and then I just hold on, and I think at least I take a deep breath and I look at it for 10 seconds, and the leaves already on the 3rd floor already.
Right.
So I guess that was a real testing time.
A real test, yeah. You were being
for me.
tested.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I think the drug addict who drop it really twee, man. You
Yeah.
know, this is life. You know, this is life. You know,
Yeah.
you know, one old straw like this, you know, I think it can keep him going for at least few days without going through any withdrawal symptoms.
Wow.
So I think what I want to say, Benny, I want to ask you, does the Chai Tao Kueh taste better when you are high?
I have never been high while I tasted this kind of food. But this morning, it was, you can really eat the caramelization of the black one, with the sweet sauce. When the sweet sauce touches the wok, it caramelizes into a layer of a bit of chowdaness. That is the shiok part.
Right. Sito and Sito are getting high on chai dao kueh this morning. Sito, can you tell us the name of the stall so that in case people go down to that hawker center today and look for
Yuan Cheng.
Okay.
Stall number 01-33.
Okay.
Okay.
And this is Block 79, Telok Blangah Drive, right?
Telok Blangah Drive. So I'm giving him some prata, and then we got mee siam, we got. I'm buying all these stalls, all this food from stalls that no queue because they need support
Right.
And I read today, yes, great gig. The government is coming up with a delivery platform. That charges nothing to the hawkers.
Nice.
And they are getting the big 4 delivery platforms to work with them. As I read, I say yes. This was something I brought up when I had coffees with the ministers and all. So I said we got to help them, So finally they did this, and it is a pilot program. You can try it for 6 months. And as usual, I find some holes in there, and I hope they will fix it. One hole is they start out with 400 hawkers out of the 6,000 hawker centers that hawker stalls they plan to work with. There are 114 hawker centers. They have identified 30 out of these 30. They've chosen 400 within that 30 hawker center. So I hope more will come on, and I pray to God that they will also work with the non-hawker center, coffee shop, food court, canteen folks. Those are also hawkers, and hawkers in all these so-called private hawker centers and coffee shops. They number way more than those in public hawker centers. I hope the platform reaches out to them because they are Singaporeans too. They are also part of our UNESCO food culture scene, and they really are struggling. They benefit nothing from all these rental waivers and all that because they are subject to private rules and regulations.
All right.
So I hope this turns around for them.
Okay. It's Makansutra Friday with KF Sito, and his special guest today is Benny Sito. We continue to talk to them and watch them eat on the Big Show TV. In the meantime, here's Sixpence None the Richer with Kiss Me on 1FM 91.3.
All right, back.
Sito, do you know if the hawkers will have to pay to be registered on this platform, or everything is zero?
No.
The onboarding fees, as what they call it, is waived for them.
Okay.
For
Okay,
now.
good. Okay.
And then they came out with this great idea too, but as usual, there's a hole in there. They are encouraging people to do group buys. Your group buy groups that
Group
you
buys.
find.
Yeah.
And they say, oh, okay, we're working with digital avatars or leaders and all that. I say, fantastic. But they leave it to the public to do it. The groups themselves, they're encouraging the groups themselves to come and do group buys. There are already some sites and apps. They are doing group buys already, and they are quite popular. And I wonder why they're not working with these groups. They are almost they take nothing from the hawkers. So I hope they look out for these other apps, so not just those shiny 4 bright boys that does it. These are just strictly group buy apps. I hope they look to work with them. I'll try to put some of their names up again on my next post so you can visit them. Otherwise, if you have your own group buy, it's quite daunting. If you have 200-300 people on your group buy, and you say, hey, I want to try this chai tau kueh that Sito talk about it in this way, and the kueh is really nice because it's flavored and all that. And then suddenly 200 orders come in. Hey, that guy will be swamped, 200 orders in a go. By the time he cooks the last packet, the first packet will be cold. By the time it reaches you, the guy has to deliver 200 packets. So that part needs a little bit of thinking how we should do that. But I do encourage people to go onto group buys. Say whether you want each and every of the hawker still need a lot of help, because remember, it is still 2 people in the hawker centres and coffee shops. They may look like there's some people around, but the business is way down. Look at this auntie now, waiting for business.
Hold on, Angel, before you say what you want to say, because since he's mentioning group buys, and I just want to mention very quickly before I forget, there are people out there who are really, really doing it already. I just want to mention, because I was talking to my friend the other day, Alex Chua, he's from Gold Bell, and he actually went out there one day and just bought $800 worth of chicken rice.
Woo.
And just distributed it. No wonder I was wondering how come he's giving me a call asking me whether I want to eat chicken rice or not. I said okay, and then he sent his driver to deliver the chicken rice to me, you know. So there are people out there, and I hope that people continue to do that, you know, to support their favorite hawkers.
You know, hey, if this semi-lockdown continues, I'll go into my group buys again. I'm going to raise money. I'm going to buy a few $1,000s worth of food again. I'm going to do my delivery just to remind everybody things aren't rosy.
No, they aren't.
With all things, with all these efforts that we're trying to contain COVID, you know, we're trying to flatten the curve, so they say. But in the course of flattening the curve, they flatten the economy also, you know. So you know, I hope this thing really blows over.
Angel?
So, I'll seek you guys' help when I do my next group buy.
For sure. Sito, I wanted to ask for this group buys. I mean, the buyer doesn't go out and deliver all the food, right? The people who buy it come to him.
They do. They
deliver.
deliver.
Really?
They deliver. So I've seen them in action. They go to a hawker. They buy 30 packets, 50 packets in one hawker center. They probably pick maybe 5 stalls. Hawker of the day, and then they buy a few hundred, and then they arrange with some delivery companies, so they mark up a little bit, and then the delivery guy makes a little money. Of course, they do need to make some money, and it's way cheaper. They take nothing from the hawkers, and they pass on just the usual right fee.
So it comes straight to your doorstep.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I thought you'd have to go collect it.
I think some people can. I think maybe they can come to a certain place in a certain area, like in the east, certain block at the void deck, somewhere pick it up. I think that's how they work.
Okay, that's a good question. You know, for radio later. But right now we're on Facebook Live, Sito. So if you want to like walk around and show us like food or whatever, or you've got food, we can talk about the food.
We got 2.
We can describe it.
I'm going to talk to Benny. Go and talk to Benny.
Yeah, talk to Benny.
Wait, hang on, let me put my mask. Hold on, play.
2 minutes.
So Benny, what is what's in your future? Are you planning to open up more?
Hi, how are you?
Whoa.
That can be another question for radio as well.
Okay.
Hello, how are you?
Hello.
Benny, you're muted again. Hi.
Benny is muted.
Yes.
Okay.
Fans.
That's what.
So
Hang on,
also there are people around. It's empty. Half the seats are all X'd away. You can't really sit. And you know, the usual stalls get their usual business. The less common stalls, they are flat. Nobody is patronizing them. So I really look out for them. And when you do this, you know, guess who is also affected? The suppliers. The suppliers don't supply as much also. Because the hawkers don't cook as much. So you see a lot of these stalls are closed.
Yeah, I don't think things are going to improve anytime soon, because I mean the cases are going up, and you know, being a bit cautious right now.
Oh, then I will tell you a little story about this cases going up thing. I spoke to a hawker not too long ago, and she's got some interesting story to tell me, and I'll share with you later.
Okay.
When we go back on the radio.
Okay.
We got 1 minute.
Yeah, 1 minute.
1 minute, 1 minute. I'll go and ask my wife to buy something for me. This comfort
You went to
food.
You went to Recce.
Recce already, I know what I want. But I feel sad, nobody. This place was packed to the rafters before, when I came here before COVID, it is packed every day. But today, alamak.
10 seconds.
Anyway.
10 seconds. Yeah.
Okay, stand by FD1 traffic first.
Yep.
3.
1FM 91.3 traffic.
Well, you know that you've got the usual delays across the expressways. Areas to look out for: Bras Basah Road towards Raffles Boulevard. We have a vehicle broken down after Prinsep Street. Avoid the right lane. PIE towards Tuas, an accident before Jalan Bahar as well. Please stay within the speed limit. Have everyone buckled up. Be safe as you drive today.
1FM 91.3, welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. Our guest every Friday is KF Sito from Makansutra, and he has a guest these days on Friday as well, and he's brought his friend Benny Sito to Telok Blangah Drive. They are at Block 79 at the food center there. He's had carrot cake this morning. Very good looking carrot cake, I have to say, white and black. And Sito was just walking around the hawker center and has just gotten some. Let me just describe. There's chichong fan. There is roti prata. And I saw something else just now.
Breakfast bihun.
Breakfast bihun.
There is mee siam. And Benny will tell you about this old school
nasi lemak.
You know that triangular parcel.
Oh,
traditional
yum.
Nasi lemak with all the stuff all. Wow, really good. Okay, Benny, you eat it and tell us what's it like. Let Benny tell you. He's a qualified foodie lah. So while he's doing that, I want to tell you a story about a hawker I came across. I was eating the other day, and then it kind of kepo like, "Oh, Mr. Sito, thank you for voicing out for the hawkers and all that." And then this hawker told me that her hawker center, I'm not going to mention where, had a cluster recently, a COVID cluster recently, and they didn't lock down the entire hawker center, just locked down that zone.
Okay.
And then she's already been vaccinated, 2 jabs and all that, and she's good. And when she had it, they asked her who was around, and so she said, she hung out with some of her neighboring hawkers. Of course she does, right? And she has to tell them who are the people who may be affected, and straight away they sent them all for a stay home notice. I think hers was in a hotel for 10 days.
Oh.
So that's normal. But what was interesting was this is what she said. For 10 days, nobody contacted her. There was no treatment, nothing. On the 10th day, they swabbed her, I think, and she was clean, clear, no COVID, and they let her go. So I don't know how it works, because I know for a fact that those who are vaccinated and they get COVID, there are hardly any symptoms, light to hardly any symptoms. Those who get extreme symptoms after getting jabs are few and far between.
Right.
So which begs me to always ask the question, hey, why don't we go endemic? Germany is already doing, a lot of these other countries that we have vaccinated travel lane agreements with are already doing it out in the open, no mask, free and open. And in the restaurants or indoors in malls, they check your vax status. They make sure you have your mask on and a certain type of mask on. But outdoors is okay. But Singapore, a bit of the opposite. Outdoors in hawker center, 2%. Indoors, 5% in a restaurant. I don't get that one.
But we are always cautious. I mean, we've spoken about this before, right? I mean, we are cautious. And
cautious is one thing, but be a bit smart about it. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's what we are living under. We just have to hope for the best.
Yes, absolutely.
Benny, how's the nasi lemak, Benny? Can you hear now?
What's your verdict?
It's okay. As you can see from here.
Yep.
You eat, I show you. Okay, Benny, you eat, I show the nasi lemak. Go ahead.
It's a reminiscent of the Changi beach. You know, when we were kids, 20 cents a packet, that kind of nasi lemak.
Yes.
You know, simple. But this one a little bit complicated with a chicken wing. So overall, it's good.
Okay.
You know. Yes,
Okay.
and it's a bigger packet. Changi last time 20 cents is a smaller packet.
Yeah.
So you got to whack a few packets, then you're satisfied.
20 cents.
Hey, whack
Okay.
one mouthful with the sambar.
They're gonna be eating, and we can watch them on the Big Show TV. Okay, let's just have a look at the
Slow
food
motion.
going into
Slow motion.
Benny Sito's mouth right now.
If you want to watch us, you can always head to our Facebook page. It's 1FM 913 and see all the fun there.
Meantime, here's Warren with Heaven on 1FM 91.3's Big Show. Good morning.
We are We are back on
Facebook.
FB,
Facebook.
That was so funny. The slow
Yeah.
motion eating.
I thought he slowed down his camera. I was like,
I tell you why I tell you why I gave the nasi lemak. I sacrificed the nasi lemak for him, but this one I will not sacrifice for him.
Show
you
us.
Prata.
Hold on, this is the one. This is comfort food lah. Here we go.
What is this?
Oh,
Wow, duck
chicken
lah,
rice.
roast duck lah.
roast duck.
it looks like a.
That's a thigh.
Roast duck drumstick
Yeah.
over rice, and the drumstick should not be cut. You can ask your listeners, those who know how to eat, I would say you never cut the drumstick.
Why is that?
Very
Yeah,
traditional. Because why is that? I also asked why is that. I tell you why. My reason is this: because it feels so much better
Holding it.
if you're eating.
There you go.
No, and then you
Okay.
walao eh.
See, the way the people from Hong Kong eat their duck, no, like this. They always use their hands.
Okay. Okay.
Benny, will you cut the duck drumstick or not, Benny?
No way.
No way.
I tell you why, because when you bite in, that skin, you got that crispy parchment paper kind of texture. If you cut it up, you got a small strip of the skin. Hey, no fun, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but this is a guy thing lah, Sito. The
That's
girls
right.
will definitely want it to be cut into
I don't
smaller
know.
pieces.
What does the viewer say? What are the listeners saying? Will ladies cut the thing?
I think Angel will ask for it to be deboned. I think.
No, what nonsense.
Oh, sorry.
But would
think
you
I
pick it
haven't
up as
eaten
a
my
drumstick?
hand? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
The
Yeah, for sure.
mock duck drumstick.
No, no, but back in the day, when I did used to eat meat, of course I wouldn't be afraid to get my hands dirty. For sure.
Hey, it's so caveman, so fun.
Yeah. It's all part of the fun.
Oh, if you're caveman, that means Angel, you're a cave girl.
Cave woman, yeah.
You see,
Kind of
after
like
you show
Wilma.
after you show the drumstick to the camera, the other chicken stop making noise already.
No, he stopped making noise a while ago. I think that is.
Yeah.
Scared
Oh,
already,
because the
scared.
chicken rice open already.
Oh,
Chicken rice open. I saw there's an extra chicken there.
No wonder we don't hear the cockerel anymore.
Yeah.
Good.
So viewers on our Facebook are saying don't cut the bone.
Hold the drumstick.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're saying as
You
is.
see?
Yeah.
So nice. The chicken don't crow anymore. I've got this drumstick, and then I realized why the chicken is not crowing anymore, because fried chicken don't talk.
Now, Benny, I want to ask you, Benny, which is your
Yes.
favorite hawker center in Singapore? Surely you have a place that you go to a bit more often than the
Favorite
rest.
hawker center, I will say that it's Bendemeer Road, my former place where I stay.
Okay.
I already moved to this near this Telok Blangah recently, but not Telok Blangah, so many years, and I really miss the one at Bendemeer Road. And the
Okay.
fishball noodles is like one of the best as for me now.
Right.
The braised duck there is good also.
Yes, I remember one day I was sick, and then when you're sick, you used to eat bee tai mak and fishball. The first spoonful I put in my mouth, it brings me back to in the 1960s when I was young. When I was sick, and my mother would brought me bee tai mak fishball, exactly the same taste.
Right.
So you only can get in Bendemeer Hawker Center.
Okay.
Hey, Sean, I gave you a
Yes.
video last week. Let's go do a shout out for one of our hawkers down
Yeah, you
there.
give me last week, no, now.
He
I
didn't,
go find for you.
he didn't load it.
Wow,
okay.
can you load
It's like
now?
that was a whole 7 days ago.
That's right, lah.
Like, Sito, I got hundreds
give
of
you-
stuff in.
I give you
Nasi lemak one, the
I
nasi
give you
lemak.
a bit. The nasi lemak. So this is a recipe that I always cook at home for friends and family.
I tell you what, I will put this on our OneFM Facebook page, then everybody can watch.
Okay, how about that?
Okay.
Give him a bit
The
of time.
story behind that is it's nasi lemak, but instead of the usual fried chicken or fish and all that, I took chicken and I rubbed it with laksa spices.
Oh.
And battered it, and then when you fry it, it crisps up, and then the the laksa spices become grits. And when you scoop that whole chicken up, all the grits will fall onto that coconut rice, you know. And then the lemongrass and all. So when you have that coconut rice, and then with the laksa grits, oh, it is fantastic with the sambal and all that. So something new I came up with. It's sold at the Glutton's Bay, this stall that sells mee goreng. I mean, they are all struggling down there. No matter how much you publicize that place, people don't go. This is not a place that people go to. You know, it's just in town and nothing there. Nobody works there. There's no tourists around.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do some shout out for that.
That's the mee goreng stall that also sells the rib soto, right? The beef rib soto.
No.
Different.
The bird's eye prata.
Oh, the bird's eye prata.
Oh, okay. That's right.
That's a store.
Okay, the
So, yeah,
video
we
will be
should
up
go
on
there
our
and do our-
Facebook page.
So they should ask what?
Thank you.
Chicken laksa, huh? Laksa chicken.
No, laksa, fried laksa chicken nasi lemak.
Fried laksa chicken nasi lemak.
Combo.
Oh my god, I tell you, yesterday I had so much nasi lemak. I don't think I can eat any more nasi lemak, man. Had nasi lemak here in the canteen. I went home. Somebody sent, my wife and myself, more nasi lemak.
Nasi lemak. Wow.
I cannot have nasi lemak for the next
You-
year. I
you-
won't eat nasi lemak.
You had nasi lomak.
Lomak.
We are selling nasi lemak. Different.
Right. What to do? I'm an ong, you see. Nasi lemak.
We got the last 1.5 minutes on Facebook. You can show any kind of food. Then after
Oh,
that,
yeah,
you
the
go back.
Benny.
Oh, there's the bird. That's the cockerel. I heard it.
Back. Oh God.
It's
we need
back.
another
Oh,
fried
it's another
chicken.
one.
In a fried chicken.
How's the mee siam, Sito?
Benny, how's the mee siam?
I saw
I
mee
haven't
siam.
tasted.
Oh, let me
taste.
glass out the thing.
Because I just had mee siam the other day as well. Wow, I
Yes.
enjoyed it. I haven't had mee siam in
So it's
in
from
so
a
many
Malay.
years.
It's from a Malay stall down here. Not too, not too popular. But this
Wow.
looks friendly, right?
No, looks
looks
good. Looks
nice.
good.
Looks very good,
Looks
yeah.
better than our SPH mee siam.
Oh,
And of course you got to take the lime, and then you got to watch for it.
Asman didn't have the small
Yeah,
little
then,
tau pok cubes.
Shock lah. Then you
Oh, yes,
stir.
he doesn't have that. He does, right?
No, don't have. The other
Not
day,
Yeah, no, you're right. No, yeah, but his mee siam is very decent as well.
but it'll be
Okay,
even
then,
more decent with the spring onions and the mee pok cubes.
Here we go. Wow, nice.
Yeah.
Good, huh?
Tangy.
Not too sweet.
You know, I know my
Going back on
nasi.
ham.
I know my mee siam very well because I grew up in St. Joseph's. We were eating all these kind of things at the Sarawak stall
Sarawak
at
stall.
Waterloo Street. I know my
Yeah.
Indian.
Okay, hold on, Sito.
mee
We're
siam.
going back on the radio. We can talk about that. Stone Temple Pilots with Plush right here on The Big Show and The Big Show TV. Our guest for this morning, of course, and every Friday he is here with us, showing us around, all the hawker centers here in Singapore. He's the one and only, the legend himself, Mr. Makansutra, KF Sito.
Yo.
And of course, with him is Benny Sito.
Yeah, my brother from another mother. I really miss our trip, Benny, back to Guangzhou. And we had local friends taking us about, and that's the best way to travel. I mean, Facebook, social media, or friends will connect you eventually to somebody in another country who can give you the real experience of your life. I mean, that's the way to travel. Like, if you go see something familiar, as you go to another country, you eat the same fast food burger in another country, what's the point of traveling, right? Must well put on a VR glasses and go and eat hamburgers. So sometimes they take you to places you never know, and then you learn something about the place, about the face, about the taste. These three things: face, place, taste. And that is a slice of true travel culture. It is the ultimate souvenir you can take home from any place you visit.
Right.
A true memory. Correct, right?
That is true.
I was reading this book by Laurie Woolever. I know her. She's a personal assistant to Bourdain. She does things for him, and she was writing in a book. I read an excerpt there said that whenever they travel, they got a day off or so, and then she's wondering what to do. Tony would tell her, go jump onto a motorbike taxi and tell the fella, take me go and makan or see things that tourists otherwise wouldn't see. And she did just that. And Tony said, if you don't do that, what's the point? You know, you aren't really visiting Earth as a true guest.
Right.
So yeah, always remember that. Take the road less traveled.
Hey, speaking of motorbikes and all that, you were telling me that Benny Sito over here just bought a Harley Davidson.
He's got the
Benny, tell us about your Benny.
1 month ago, I ordered this Harley Davidson in April. We only just arrived few weeks ago.
A fat
So
boy.
I'm starting to enjoy it.
Nice.
Wow.
Yes.
And
I never
when-
thought I would buy a Harley because it's the loudest bike. And then I got this ADV. I was very happy to buy. Yes.
What's your favorite drive, Benny?
Part of the, you mean my
Favorite
on the
road
motorbike?
to ride, on the motorbike.
Yes, I used to ride down ECP just to distress. This machine is for me to distress after a hard day, pandemic work, you know. And that is an outlet for me to ride around along the ECP highway, come back, or go to PKE and take a round trip, just to feel happy for a couple of minutes.
That's awesome. You know, if not because of this dumbass pandemic, you'll be riding into Malaysia even, I'm sure.
But I'm still waiting for the causeway to open and then the same place. I'm looking forward to travel down Malaysia highway.
With my Vespa tailing him, we'll go.
I'll come too.
Yeah, 3 of you.
And the reason Benny bought it is because he can. It's a second childhood, and I say, if you can do it, do it, man. Buy a piece of pure pleasure if you can, whatever it costs you.
For sure.
Okay. All right.
And Benny is just taking this to hawker centers only, Correct? Hawker center, Harley, right?
The hawker Harley.
And Starbucks only.
The hawker Harley, Sito, before you go, you have to put your last vote in for our songs.
You see, Angel is saying that because Angel knows that Sito is going to vote for her.
That's
I know, yes, I know
That's
the
why.
music he likes.
I forgot, what's Angel's song again?
Skid Row's I Remember You.
I love that song.
But you're not
I hear very
voting for
little,
it.
but I love the song.
Okay.
Can vote too or not?
Ken. Who's the other vote from?
Yours and In Excess.
Oh.
Wow.
Our returning officer has to decide whether you can only vote once, because I mean, like everything, even elections, you cannot vote. You cannot have more than one vote. It's just one vote.
I will vote the Angel song, and Benny will vote the In Excess. It's also Sito. It's still Sito.
That's true.
What about Justin Timberlake's "Sexy Back"?
Nice
Because
song also.
the Harley Davidson is sexy, what?
What is the FD song?
Suicide Blonde.
Suicide Blonde.
Suicide Blonde.
In Excess,
I think because Benny is riding a Harley Davidson, it's quite sexy. It should be Justin Timberlake's "Sexy Back." But anyway, never mind.
The trick to get good songs up to play, based on listeners' choice, is to put one good song. One of you all pick one good song and 3 lousy songs.
Here's the thing. We all think that we are picking the best songs.
That's why.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we all want to win. There's no picking a lousy song. Won't happen.
It's okay. So you've got your vote in, Benny. You've got your vote in. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining us today.
Thank you very much, people. We'll see you again next week. And remember, stay safe and stay hungry, and go out and support the dying and fading hawkers.
All right. And big love and kisses to Pat, your lovely wife, who always gets all the food laid out for you guys. Bye, Pat.
Bye-bye.
All right, guys. See ya.
Okay.
Up next, headline news and
bye-bye.
sports on The Big Show.
This is
Okay.
I got the bottom left. No.
See you, Benny.
See you.
Thank you.
I think he just turned the camera off.
Yeah.
Well, that's one way to sign out.
Okay.
We can.
Let's get ready then. Okay.
All right.
So thank you very much for watching, and share the video.
Bye.
Bye-bye.